I'm back from vacation. It's the reason why you haven't seen a video from me in the past week. And it was nice. I had a nice little 5-day stretch there where I didn't access a single computer. Granted, I had my cell phone and I could check like my email and do a tweet here or there, but didn't physically use a computer for 5 consecutive days. That is the longest single stretch of time that I have not used a computer in my computer using life. And coincidentally enough, it kind of goes hand in hand with the topic here in this video. And that is the IRS just got hacked. 100,000 individuals, information, personal information, where they work, their social security number, their address, their income, whatever else you get reported on a tax return, got stolen by a hacker and or hackers. And I see something like this and I go, you know, you figure there'd be enough fail-safes or complications in the process that someone couldn't just willingly go into an IRS database and get information, specific information of people, and use it to do whatever they want with. Now, granted, it was detected, and it's nice that they figured this out as to how long they had this information before they found out that a hacker got into this is, you know, yours or my guess. But it's things like this that make me go, you know, is technology really going in the right direction soon enough here? Because when you have things like the IRS, the chief muckety-muck rung as far as data encryption should go, or data protection should go, is just hacked by who knows who. And someone, myself, you know, I may be a little biased because I was someone that, back when the PlayStation Network got hacked, my information was taken, and however, the information got sent to someone or used by someone in, I forget what country it was like Kuala Lumpur or some shit. It was somewhere in like the South Pacific, and someone tried to use my information to purchase something, and right off the bat I have a number of fail-safes set up on my bank account that if someone uses my information in another country, it ceases all things. Which, by the way, all these fail-safes can be set up with majority of banks here. I use Bank of America. I recommend contacting your bank or talking to someone at the bank to get these fail-safes set up, because it's for your protection. Now, it might inconvenience you or something, because if you travel abroad, you have to contact with them, say, hey, I'm going to this country, I need access to my credit card from this and this date, or your debit card, whatever, blah, blah, blah. Anyways, my point is, it's in this day and age, there is no such thing as being too safe, and inconveniencing yourself a little bit, it's worth it. But anyways, someone tried to use my information, and right off the bat, I get a call from Bank of America that says, please hold for a representative from the Fraud Access Department, or some whatever such department. And they said, yes, someone tried to use your information. Was that you trying to purchase something in Kuala Lumpur? And I was like, no, absolutely not. Seize the account. Anyways, they closed the account, had to send me new bank cards and everything like that. And I actually forgot that this actually happened. I went out grocery shopping and I used my debit card like I do any other time. And like the cashier was like, oh, hold on, I have to get the manager real quick. And the manager was like, are you aware that your card is deactivated or something? It says to contact police. Can I see some identification? Because we have to do this as protocol, thinking it was stolen. I was like, oh shit, no, that's right. I'm sorry, the bank closed down the account. But anyway, to make a long story short, in this day and age, when so much information is done electronically, it's almost like, you know, I would rather go file my taxes, and I don't care if it costs extra. I'd rather have them done on pencil and paper, filling out little forms the old school way, like we used to do when I first got a job back in 1856, and then mail them into the government. Because obviously these online ways of filing taxes are not good enough. They're not good enough. And many of us put our information out there in so many resources, so many different functions, and I'm as guilty as Nick. Like I said, I put my credit card information in the PlayStation Network, and that got hacked, and it got used by some guy trying to buy I don't know, a beach umbrella in Kuala Lumpur or some shit, whatever it was. They didn't disclose what it was. They just disclosed the amount. It was like $300. But anyway, stuff like this really scares me because, you know, there's a number of people that don't have like these fail safes set up on their accounts, or that don't know, like even myself, I could have had someone buying a house in my name with my information. Granted, they probably need a little bit more than what I gave on the PlayStation Network, but I don't even know if mine or yours was one of the people, because they haven't even been notified yet. There's going to be 100,000 people that are getting notified by the IRS to say that some hacker has their information. Their social security number, their address, their earnings statements, you name it. If they have enough information that they can access you on the IRS, they have more enough information to access some shit that can wreck your life. That's scary. And that is where one of the things, like, you know, we in society, we're so, like, fond of just get things done the quickest way possible. It's like, oh, easy, file taxes online, boom, done. Don't have to fill out paperwork or anything. Shoot, sign me up for that. Are we moving too fast with things is what I'm saying. Now, granted, is there ever going to be a way where technology is going to be fully encrypted to a point that a hacker could never possibly get into it? Probably not. But it just seems like this stuff has happened a bit more often than it should, and that speaks volumes to me that this whole process of doing stuff online and the data age and the computer age of storing everyone's information, it just isn't up to par yet. Again, I'm someone who had their personal information that got taken and used maliciously. Now, granted, nothing, you know, ended up happening because, again, I had a number of fail-safes set up to nip this in the bud right away. I have a protection service that monitors any single time my social security code number is used, or that my information is used in any sort of form of loan filing, house filing, anything like that. Now, granted, I pay an extra monthly fee to have a service like that. A lot of people can't afford or choose to afford that type of luxury, but for people that aren't in my situation, that have extra cash to kick over to a service like that to protect their identity, to protect their assets, their wealth from being infringed upon by malicious users, malicious citizens, whatever you want to call it, you know, I feel for those people out there, because you shouldn't have to pay some monthly service fee to have some sort of financial protection service watching over you. You shouldn't have to go call your bank and say, you know, make sure, you know, no one out of my time zone uses my credit card or my debit card, and that no one uses my name or information. Please alert me if someone does, blah, blah, blah. Anyways, I don't know. I saw this tonight on the news, and I was like, that's pretty scary. That's pretty scary, because it's, again, yet another time. It's happened with Target. It's happened, I think, one time with Walmart. Don't quote me on that. It's happened with PlayStation Network. It's happened with the IRS now, and it's just like, I don't know. Anyways, have any of you out there ever been been at the hands of someone using your information or someone stealing your identity? Ever get a knock on your credit score or anything like that? Because as of right now, I haven't had any sort of thing that hasn't got caught before it did some serious damage. But I'm one of the lucky ones. Again, if I didn't have some sort of fail-safe set in place, who knows how many beach umbrellas would have got bought in Kuala Lumpur with, you know, my bank account to reach zero, and I'd be like, wow, how did someone buy $6 million worth of bank umbrellas? My money is gone. Oh no. Anyway, something to think about here. Technology, you know, I love technology. You know, it's great that I have nice big high definition TVs and Blu-ray players and all that shit. But with technology, as far as data and how fast and how reliant we are on putting our information, data logically, if that's a word, okay, electronically, we'll stick with something rudimentary. That's kind of scary. Anyways, that's all I have to say about this. I just want to get a video out here for you guys because I love every single one of you, even though I'm lying out my ass. Have a good day, everyone.